Yo guys, FFAR here, back with more Call of Duty Warzone content. In today's video, I'll be providing you some more Rebirth Island ranked gameplay, continuing the grind towards Iridescent, which I'm getting ever so close to now at Crim 3, with this gameplay being of my Crim 1 and 2 games, as I'm recording the video about 4 weeks in advance, before the video even releases for you guys, and where in this gameplay, we have some pretty cool clutches for wins at this level, which is very difficult to do, especially on a consistent basis. In this gameplay, I land at Bio and Control, using the LC-10 and the Cypher, end up getting some pretty high kill games when you consider the rank and the players in these lobbies. So on that note, let's get right into it. So I guess first thing first, I just wanted to ask you guys before we get into the video on what you think of the current state of Warzone. Do you guys enjoy it, like it? Is the meta fun? Is it becoming stale? I personally cannot stand this ABR meta. I don't enjoy playing against burst weapons. The TTK is a joke. Half the time I honestly cannot tell if it's the ABR, is it 2 burst, or if it's because it's so damn quick. I've just seen some suspect plays and kill cams. I'm questioning almost everything at this point, especially at the Eerie level, like when you're playing against in Crim lobbies, because there is a lot of Eerie players at this level, and you got to respect game when it's someone with a good shot, but half the time you just don't quite know, especially the gunfights they're taking. Like, I've been playing COD for quite a long time. I've been playing Warzone for the 5 years that it's been out, and I just don't know some of the times if players are actually using this ABR, or whether the gun is literally just too broken that it makes you think that people are cheating. I just don't like it. So personally, other than that, I think the balancing is incredible. I think the meta right now is really fun, other than of course the ABR, which I don't enjoy. And I guess I just wanted to sort of touch on, I can't stand how it's typical that every time a new season drops, that there's a battle pass weapon that's just always broken, and I'm kind of getting bored and sort of sick and tired of seeing this in every single season. But we digress. I'm getting over the point here, and I'm getting back to this video, which is of course me grinding to Iridescent in this ranked gameplay. I'm just getting ever so close now, and in this season I've pretty much been using the LC-10 and the Cypher, a real fun combo that works for me as it complements my aggressive playstyle really well, rewarding for good shots and fast pace. I've actually created a couple loadout guides for anyone interested, which will be linked in the description, for various different guns, which I've all tried out for myself, and they are fun. They've been meta in the last month or so, so in case you guys don't want to use the ABR because you don't have it, or you just don't want to use it, I have you guys covered, so go check it out in case you guys are interested. However, I am only just unlocking the ABR myself. As I've said, it is a joke, and if you can't beat them, join them, because on a serious note, it's kind of what you got to do at this level. Is if it's something absolutely busted and broken, like the GPR is really good, the Cypher is really good, but this ABR is no joke, no question. But I'm really hoping they do a quick hotfix on this one, because it does need slightly nerfing, definitely, to say the least. And I think that a meta other than that is really well balanced right now, with the Ladra and the C9 being really good at close range weapons as your subs, which I've actually still been using the LC-10. I just really enjoy this gun, but for the most part, the Ladra or the C9 are probably even arguably better maybe in this current meta. So we'll have to see. Of course, I'm going to be trying out different guns going forward as I'm continuing that grind towards Iridescent, which, to remind you guys, this is like the 4th episode of me creating sort of Warzone ranked gameplay. All of the previous videos are also linked in the description, which are episode 1, 2, and 3, and they sort of just show the journey of me coming back to Warzone, trying to get back to that level, and hopefully before the end of this sort of season, by the time Black Ops 7 comes out, that's kind of my goal. I want to get back to Iridescent level, tick it off as a little bucket list thing, so that I've got back to Iridescent level, whilst also multitasking and playing other games as well in the mix, which I think is going to be a really impressive thing and a really sort of proud moment if I can get back to that level. Especially, like I said, I don't really play this game as much as I could, should, or even want to. Like, for the most part, I am playing other games, which I'll go over at the end of the video. Like I said, back to the gameplay. Hopefully it speaks for itself in this video. I still don't feel like I'm back to my best by any means in this gameplay, but I guess that's more of a testament to show that I recognize that I'm not at my best, and we're still almost back to that level, which is kind of scary to think. If I just played this game a lot more and just got back to my best, hopefully I could probably even go for even higher rank, maybe. Not sort of downplaying anyone that's earned it and got it there themselves legit and all that sort of stuff, but for the most part, it has not been as difficult as I thought. You just need to get reps, because you don't gain that much SR, especially if you don't get high kill games, and getting high kill games at this level is definitely not easy by any means. Like, there is a lot of great players in these lobbies. Some of them are a bit suspect, as I've said, but for the most part, there are so many great players, and you have to almost like appreciate every player's sort of strengths and weaknesses as you play at this level. The quicker you adapt to each game, the better and more sort of consistent results you'll find. That's kind of what I found in my own experience. Like I said, I don't play this game for long periods of time by any means like that, because I multitask other games in the background, but for the most part, we're nearly back at that level now, and for the most part in this gameplay, you can see that I'm getting some pretty high kill games. And then hopefully in the next video for the next ranked gameplay, which I'll drop in a couple of weeks time, there should be an update of me finally reaching Iridescent, which I'm really hoping for, and I think I can get there. And for many other games this season, I've had a blast dropping some high kill games, and at the Crim level, this is definitely not easy. Hopefully there's some higher skill players watching this video and who can relate, and considering mostly all of my games have Iris and Crimson's players throughout, and I'd also add that getting back to Crim, as soon as I got there, I pretty much noticed straight away that the players become very sweaty really quickly, and I do respect that. You have to play with more discipline, more patience, rotation being fundamentally key, and players having, or teammates on your team having to, one of you sit back and anchor, making sure that you actually have a second chance to come back into games, whilst the other two of you either go out for kills or push for rotation, stuff like that. These are all the key concepts that you have to start implementing into your game, especially as like a high kill player. Like, I used to just play normal Resurgence, 4-player Resurgence, and go for as many high kill games as possible, 30 kill individual games, 70, 80 kill games as a team, all that sort of stuff. And as I said, I play a lot of Marvel Rivals. In case you guys are new to the channel, I'm a Celestial level player on that game, which is basically like the equivalent of maybe Iridescent, and I'm grinding Lord for anyone that is interested and knows exactly what Marvel Rivals is. I create weekly content on that game for anyone that is interested, but I'm bringing it up as it's relevant in some ways, because I think it's almost like holding me back, getting to potentially where I could be on COD, as I simply just do not put enough time into this game, or Warzone, as I play also a lot of Zombies, Minecraft, and soon to be Battlefield 6 as well when that game drops. So I think all of those things considered, getting to Crim 3 where I'm at now and nearly back at Iridescent, I'd say it's definitely tippable considering all of those mix of games, and especially half of these players I'm probably playing against just haven't stopped playing Warzone ranked and definitely sort of play this game on a consistent basis every day or whatever it may be. So I would definitely say I just want to add that in because I do think it's definitely sort of worth considering, especially if you guys are watching my videos for the first time and you maybe think that I'm not as good as maybe other players you've seen. But like when you think about all of that sort of stuff considered, I would like to think and blow my own trumpet a little bit here. But I'm proud of it, man, and I really hope that you guys can also appreciate that and sort of respect the fact that I'm playing all these different games and trying to get back to that area level, which of course is the ultimate goal for this little series that I'm doing. Now, when me and my friends play, we used to land at control for the absolute chaos. It was so much fun for the most part, and if you know what you're doing, it's not that difficult. But since getting to this rank, landing here is honestly like diabolical, and the most important bit is making sure that you get a good landing, which we then typically go to places like bio or safety, so for the safety factor, or maybe like chemical, industry, that sort of area of the map. Obviously, it's all zone dependent. They are mixed landing areas though, which can often be really good and sometimes safe and quiet, but sometimes also chaotic as well, which can give you kills. And if you survive that starting bit, it's sort of going to set you up for the late game. But if you struggle at the start, that is typically where you're going to really find it a hard time to actually gain any SR in your games. So it's crucial that you guys get the landing area set and sort of get that all locked down. But for the most part, the majority of the map works. You just need to know what you're doing, where is best to sort of land based on the zone, the plane route, because at this level, rotation is fundamentally and critically the game-changing factor, which will give you positive SR basically, as you can get all the kills that you could possibly want. But if you place outside of the top 5, it's very unlikely that you'll even gain any SR, let alone sort of you're probably going to be more likely to lose SR, and it's very stressful and difficult to actually grind up the rank. And one quick game, one bad landing, one area where it becomes too chaotic and you just simply go out the start can completely wipe out an entire game's win from the past game and completely kill the vibe. So it's really important that you make sure that the landing is the first bit and sort of the most key bit that you sort of lock down, and make sure that you play smart, stick together, stack on top of one another, shooting the same players, all of these sort of simple things that people probably overlook. At the Crim and Eerie level, this is fundamental and absolutely crucial in order for you to get in successive team wipes and make sure that you hold down landing areas together as a team. In summary, I think the season has been pretty fun so far. Ranked has been successful for me, especially like I said, getting so close to the ultimate goal. The meta is currently pretty good with a variety of different guns in the mix. Of course, other than the ABR, which in my opinion does need fixing, and as always, I'll try to continue and farm as many high kill games and share with you any upcoming videos on meta loadouts, season updates, etc. So stay tuned, and hopefully in the next update, as I said, I'll be showing you that I'm iridescent and officially completing the series just in time for Black Ops 7, with the open beta coming real soon. If you guys have enjoyed the video, as always, do not forget to like and subscribe. It massively helps me out. I'm a small creator and I'm trying to sort of grow, and if you guys have any suggestions on upcoming videos that you want to see on the channel, let me know down below in the comments and I'll get right back to you. I'm VisionSGen. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.